Shalom to everybody, peace of Christ to all of you, and may the Lord bless your day. Today is Sunday and Saturday, and all the days, as long they are days of the Lord, they are blessed, and may the Lord provide us with good health and provide us with the food we need, the love we need, the care we need, and everything we need. A human being is a chain of needs, but the most of things which we always not recognize is the need of to be wise. People mostly they focus in certain things they need to have. They have certain goals they need to accomplish, like which is one of us we like to have better life, better houses, better cars, sometimes even better husband or wife, which is very strange, isn't it? Simply human being. Always he complain, he need more, he want more, and the word enough is not exist in his dictionary. You will not see someone he own billions of dollars, he would say enough money, I don't want any more. Rarely you can find that. So, but you will not be able to spend this money even if you live for millions of years. Why you want more? This is how a human being is. He want more, and he always unhappy, and actually the more he have, the more unhappy he is, which is very strange. The more you have, the more you are worried. Right? You know what I mean? You said that Muhammad said the angel is the boy, angel Jibreel. I was talking about the boy. No, I wasn't talking about a boy. He saw a guy. A boy come to his room. This is his cousin Ibn Abbas. The boy is his cousin. Here we don't talk about Islam, by the way. But just to explain it to you, don't be confused. The boy is his cousin. He come to his room. He found him with Dahil Kalbi. And Dahil Kalbi, Muhammad claimed that this is Jibreel. You got it? Okay. You see, this is actually a great example about how people they can be confused. Even what you are saying is very clear. Because people usually don't concentrate. And we do the same even when the Lord himself he speaks to us. Because we are focusing in one thing. Why we are focusing on one thing? Because we have needs and we focus on our needs, not on what the person is saying. So you go and you sit with somebody, and the person, let us say you have a friend. You sit with him drinking coffee somewhere. And then this friend, he starts telling you about his problem or her problem. You are not listening, because none of those problems are your problems. You just say, take it easy, no problem. You are not listening. What take it easy? This person is telling you something, take it easy mean I have no comment. What I can say to you. But most likely people, they don't listen. It doesn't matter how much you explain to them. It doesn't matter how you speak to them. For every human being, mostly, he care only for one thing. He care only for himself. He want to get something. And whatever that thing is, if you don't have it, he is not listening to you. He don't care for you. As an example, you will find somebody, he like a woman, right? Or a woman, she like a guy. Suddenly they are from different galaxy. They speak to each other every 5 minutes. They text each other, I miss you, you miss me, etc. Okay. Then they start dating. And then they start doing what is not right to do. Sleeping together. And then suddenly, he don't miss her. She don't miss him. Because they have needs. And they got the needs. When the need is over, you are over. A person who is lonely. When you are lonely, you seek a company. It doesn't matter who is the company. So you are lonely, you start attaching yourself to someone else. It might be even a dog. Because you are lonely. The dog might be the most priceless thing for you in your life right now. But the second a person appears in your life, and you are not lonely no more, the dog is not important. So a human being is a person who create a priority of interest, and he is very unloyal. What happened to the person you just like yesterday? Ah, I found a new person, so now you are not needed, we dump you. Today our topic is about all those things. I want to hear a little from the Bible, if you don't mind, so we can understand where we are going with this. You know, always, always, for us, we try to generate reasons, and those reasons, they have to be our reasons, which mean they might be even not real. I mean, why you do this? I create a reason to convince myself or to convince someone else that I did this and that because this is the reason. But it might be not true. It might be false. Even maybe yourself, you do not know that they are false reasons. A wise son makes a glad father. A wise son makes a glad father. Why the father will be glad that his son is wise? That is a good question, right? A wise son, he might even correct his father. So why the father will be happy for having someone he correct him, prove him wrong? For he is a wise father. In order to make a father happy for having a wise son, then we should have a wise father happy for having a wise son. Otherwise, an ignorant father, he will be angry from his wise son for the decision of both they don't match. And here you notice right away how life is a chain of contradictory, and how you will suffer during your journey by many things around you, maybe starting from your inside your own doors. A person in the family is wise, the rest are not. This person will suffer a lot. For everything he say, even he is the wise, everything he say is wrong for them. The foolish son will grieve his mother. And here you notice something else, that the father will be glad for a wise son. The mother will be grieved for a foolish son. And why here the verse is not saying a father will grieve for his foolish son? Because women, they have different heart, different level of love from men. So when you go wrong, your father might be, okay, you're being stupid. You deserve what happened to you, maybe he will say to you. But the mother, she will see things differently. She will suffer because of your foolishness. Treasure of the wickedness profit nothing, but the righteous, deliver from death. And here this is go way beyond just normal death. We are talking about salvation. I advise you, all of you actually, to read the whole chapter. It's really nice, very, very beautiful, can help you in many things in your life. Don't think about it as a text and speeches and somebody speaking, sitting in his let us say his fancy garden and he is meditating, etc. Because at the end of the day, what we care for is what we need, not what he need. What we need will decide how we can understand the words. And this is the good thing about the Bible. It doesn't speak to your needs, not to a machine. You see, machine have a manual, and the manual fit. I mean, wherever you go, it says go to the wire number, etc. Attach it to whatever wire, etc. is going to happen, etc. The human being is different. We are people who are full of emotion, We have a brain full of non-stop process of chemicals, and things can affect us so easy. Little noise can affect you. Music can affect you. Little word can even destroy you. An insult can be more harmful than somebody stabbing you by a knife. So a human being is different level of creation. A dog, he get happy for seeing some food. You can scream at him, as long as you are feeding him, is fine. He obey you because he knew that he would get food. So his brain is focusing in his need, which is the food. Human being, his needs be way beyond food. It doesn't stop there. His needs is emotion, support, not to feel lonely. A dog, he don't care. He will find something to play with. He will find a person in the street and he will go walk with him. Human being don't do that. You will see a human being, a person sitting between in the city, have millions, still he is alone. He don't find himself belong to a society of millions. A person, he go in the train and there's thousands of people inside the train, still he is alone. And sadly these days, you know, because of the technology, you know, people are more alone. Because now you became the companion of your phone. This is your companion. You do not need to go out to do anything. Even you can get your food when you are sitting in your computer. There is a picture I saw actually. Let us see if I can find it. Which is speaking a lot about our life today. I'm trying to find it. But anyway, it's not important. But if you go in the train, you will find that people, they are not really in the train. The people are in their phones. Everybody is playing with his phone. Nobody is even looking at people around him. You might have your brother in front of you. You don't even notice that he's there because everyone is focusing in his phone. So the righteous lips is going to feed many. The righteous lips. We don't even want to use our lips. The importance of having lips of righteous is we can be supporting each other. Not by using text, not by separating ourselves, not by living isolated. Like, you know, you will see a dream. Many people, they want to go and live in the middle of nowhere. Me and myself, actually, I like to have a house in the middle of nowhere. But I cannot be separated from people. Not because I cannot do it. I can, trust me. But I feel that I'm missing the point of my existence. If I am exist for a reason, just to live and enjoy some food, enjoy a view, well, that is very selfish. That means I am focusing on myself. Like, this is what people who do yoga, they focus in. Yoga is you concentrating on yourself. You forget the whole world. And suppose this is healthy. Actually, this is one of the signs of sickness of a human being. For we became so selfish to the point we focus only on ourselves. When the healthy thing is, if we focus on others, helping others, then the help will come back to us. And I will make it very simple for you. If you have many people you help, let us say you help 10 people in your life. Most likely, at least 2 or 3 of them, they will help you one day when you need them. But if you are a person who always focuses on himself, who is going to help you? And why? You are a selfish person. So the righteous lips is the lips who speak wisdom and do wisdom. And those lips can feed many. And the feed not necessarily feeding bread. It can be feeding bread, by the way. A person who is wise and he say, hey, help the poor. Hey, one day you might be poor too. One day you might be hungry too. One day you might be a stranger, nobody opened the door for you, even you are the most rich person. Like a millionaire who his car broke in the middle of the desert, and then finally he found a phone. He found a phone to make a call. And this phone will rescue his life. It's just a phone call and he will be fine. But he never carry coins. How he will carry coins? He's a millionaire. You know what I mean? He is a millionaire. Why he want to carry a phone? Or carry coins? Millionaires don't carry coins. They carry millions. They have their credit card unlimited. So he stopped in the front of this phone and now he want to pay so he can make the call to get the rescue. And he don't have coins. He never thought that he would need coins. He never planned for coins. He planned for millions. But now we don't have the coins. Somebody saying call 111. Don't worry. In America now, 911 is not working no more. They don't want police. This is the madness of a human being too. This is additional level of stupidity. But my friends, actually, most countries in the world, those 911 doesn't work. I mean, the phone, you pay phone, you can't call the police. Maybe this is in some advanced countries. But it's just a story about how a human being, he collect the large amount, he cared for the large amount of money, but he never thought of little coins can save him. And this is what is the difference between the wise and the fool. All our life, by the way, can be the same as this person who is in a journey, his car is broke. And we don't notice that we don't have the coins until it's too late. Because we focus in the big things. And the big things usually, they make you unable to see small things which is very important around you. It's like, you are a person who have a very important man coming to visit you. Let us say he's a billionaire, businessman. But many people, they came with this billionaire, but you are focusing only. You did not even see them, you did not even notice them, and you will not even give attention. You give attention to the most important person. If you remember the story in the Bible when Martha, she was cleaning her house, like she is very excited, Jesus is there. And then he said to her that, you have too much worry when the important is one. And the important is what you have in your heart. The person who is coming to your house is not coming to inspect if your house is so clean, how organized it is, if it's a fancy house or a poor house. The important is once. So always we focus, as we said, in what is important for us, not what is really important. When you go, as long we are talking about traveling, when you go in a long trip, what is the first thing you focus in before you go? Let us say you want to drive, like last week I drove almost, I don't know, 16 hours, something like this, non-stop. I stop only for gas. What is the most thing you focus in before you go? Anyone can help me? If you want to drive for 15 hours, 16 hours, maybe 10 hours, long trip, what is number one thing you focus in before you go? Anyone? Money? You want to take money with you? Well, we need money for sure. You stop to buy gas. Well, that's okay. Well, money always is needed with us, wherever we go. Because we have needs, right? And the only one can give us our needs is a service. A return of our money. Money means service, by the way. It's an exchange of service. So I give you money, you give me gas. I give you money, you fix my car. Okay, so this is service. What else? Food. Okay, food. Do you really take care of food with you in the car? Or you have, or you say you will buy from the restaurant? I think the majority, they don't take really food with them. They buy from the restaurant, which is wrong. Because you might broke in the middle of nowhere. You need water, you need food, but you don't think about it because you have service everywhere. You know, like, okay, I have money, I'll buy. I will stop in the gas station and buy something. There's restaurants in the road. Phone. Phone is very important if you don't have a phone. But the phone cannot, sometimes it might not work. Not always the signal will work. So what else? Check the weather before you go to see if the weather is good to go or not. Otherwise, you might be dead. I know a story of a millionaire. You know, his car stopped in the highway. The police, they told them, all the passengers, you cannot continue because the way is blocked, too much snow. He is really rich. They told him there's like a mile away, there's a hotel for $20, cheap. The guy, because he's so cheap, he refused to go and sleep in the hotel. He slept in his car. In the morning, they found him dead. So, what is the most important? Let us continue. What is the most important to take in our trip? Guns. It's possible. You know, for me, I have I carry my guns always with me. But not because I'm afraid, but in case, you never know. Yeah, nothing wrong with having guns. You see, people, they have a sensitive, they get sensitive about guns. Guns doesn't kill, people kill. People can kill by their car. Can kill more people by their car than guns can kill. Knife, you know, weapon, as long it's used by the wise man, they will never be a foolish tool. Weapon, they will be a foolish tool if they are used by a foolish man or a foolish woman. So now, what we else we need? The first thing you should is ask yourself, well, am I sure I'm going to arrive safe? You don't know. So what about we make little prayer before we drive? What about we ask the Lord before we hit the engine and turn the engine? We ask the Lord for his help and support. So we thought about the food, we thought about the gas, we thought about the phone, we thought about everything, but we did not think for a second that we might not arrive. There's no guarantee. In my way driving back this trip, 3 times almost I hit something in the highway. A couch came from the truck suddenly and started flipping in front of me, and the couch literally jumped over my car but did not hit it. Then later I found another, like, smaller couch, like a chair, like a lazy boy chair. In the middle of the highway, I avoided. And then and the third one, I hit a box. It was very hard for me to notice. It was dark, but it was a cooling water box, which did not do any harm for really, I mean, nothing bad. But imagine how easy it is to get killed. I don't know if this couch hit somebody behind me. You know, I was able to avoid, but maybe somebody is not giving attention to the road. Suddenly he will find a couch in the middle of the highway and he will hit it. So we take things for granted that if we have a car, if we have money, if we have food, if we have water, we will arrive. No, you don't. Even if you are the best driver ever, because most of the death incident happen because there's a foolish driver in the highway, not necessarily you, but it can be you. So the wise and the righteous lips can feed many, and the righteous lips is the one who seek the Lord help and safety, for you never know what will happen in the way. The righteous lips is the one who don't take things for granted, that they will happen for sure. I will be there in 10 hours. No, maybe you will not. When we depend on ourselves, we are just by ourselves. As simple as that. When I arrived home, I said, what a day. I mean, I drove many times, long distance. I never witnessed that things failing in front of me in the highway as if it's made on purpose. And I know it's not really on purpose. I mean, it's not like somebody want to kill me. But if you think about it, it happened in the same day, all of them. It never happened to me all my life. It's like somebody trying to kill me. When you are a person who believes only by yourself, you are only by yourself. When you are a person who believes in a spiritual support, you are not alone. You see, some atheists, they say to you, well, God does not exist. I mean, so you believe in spiritual support or not, it doesn't make any difference. No, it make it, even if it's God does not exist, it make a difference. A faithful person is a brave person. He can succeed where the one who is not cannot succeed. You know, a person who have no faith, he die way faster when he gets sick from someone he have faith. And all doctors in the world, they agree. Because if you have faith, you have a special forces in your body to fight. Which means your faith, regardless if you believe in God or not, if you have faith in God, and this God is not true, even if it's not true, your faith will help you. So what if the God is true? You can imagine what will happen. The Lord, he says, if you have faith in a stone, you will be recovered. In a stone. And the stone is a stone. It's not God. But if you have faith that this stone will help you or recover you, you know, your faith will help you because it's your faith who is doing the job. In the case of God, the true God, your faith still is doing the job because God will not approve helping you unless you have faith on him. It's like the requirement to join his hospital. And sadly, most of us, we praise and we worship God by lips, but in reality, we don't remember God until we are in trouble. Until it's too late to be accepted in his hospital. Someone might say, well, are you saying that if you are a person of faith, you will not die? No, we are made to die. We are created, designed to die, not to live forever. So death is going to happen. But between the point of life and the point of death, that journey, if there's no faith, your life is really horrible. And actually, most of people who think they have no faith, they do. But they have their own opinion about it. Like when you go on an airplane and, you know, you have faith that you will arrive, right? Before you go in the airplane, you say, hey, I'm coming, I will be there in 2 hours. It's an airplane, you never know what will happen. How you know you will be there in 2 hours? Because you have faith. You have faith in what? You have faith that this airplane is made very well, and is going to be able to deliver you to the other side where you're going. Otherwise, nobody is going to do a crazy act, jump inside a box made from steel, believing that this box will deliver him to the other side of the world. So why you jump inside? Because you have faith. You have faith that this is a machine can deliver you. And the one who is driving it, he is the one to trust to fly you. You go to the hospital, a doctor, he says to you, we need to make a surgery. You go willingly, you lay down willingly in the table, which it might be the death table. They start cutting in your body, taking organs, cutting here, cutting there, putting stitches. Why you do that? Because you have faith, even if you are an atheist. So many atheists, they think they have no faith and they think they are living dependent of God. But the fact all things happen around you, it's God help to you. That doctor is God's hand to help you. He does not exist by himself. It's God who created him. You go, you want to eat, you go to a restaurant. How you know that this restaurant waiter or waitress, they will not put poison for you? Because there's no reason why they want to do that to me. But you never know. Many people kill just to kill. They are crazy. How you know? We heard the stories about a nurse. She was killing her patients. She's a nurse. She should be doing the opposite. Your death is in the hand of a nurse, not in the hand of a germ or bacteria or corona. So when you have faith, you do what is not really acceptable to be done. Like laying down in a table and you know that somebody is going to cut your chest and do work on your heart. That is not acceptable to do. But because you have faith, you trusted the person that he will do the job and he will do it right. But he might not. He might cause your death. By mistake, maybe. Or maybe because your case, your scenario is bad. So faith is what leads our life, even if you are an atheist. But there is different level of faith, which is level where our faith reflect our lips. So the lips speak the faith, and the lips is not going to speak about who we are only, is going to speak about who you are. All of you need a friend to talk to when you need something. What does that mean? Why you need somebody? I mean, your problem is your problem. Why you feel that you need somebody to listen to you? Why you feel that you need someone to help you with answers, give you, some counseling. Like, what do you want? How I can help you? Why you need that? Simply because a human being always feel his weakness in certain points. And the person who have a lips of wise man or wise women is the one who understands that always he is weak. Always. You are never strong. Your strength is, let us say, a kind of a temporary thing. Anything can disturb it. Look what happened around us. We have corona. Human being, he thought that he have control of everything. We have computers, we have hospitals, we have, and then little tiny, bacteria or virus is killing tens of thousands of people, and people, they stay inside their doors. People are scared even to say hello, to shake hands. I mean, what happened? Simply because you are nothing. You notice that you are nothing. A little tiny thing, it's even invisible, can kill you. And here you notice how a human being can be very weak when he think really that he is a kingdom by himself. He think he is a king, and his body is his kingdom, and he think he can rule the world, and he seek more money and more power, and then a little tiny virus destroy all of this kingdom. So your strength is temporarily, unless you are a wise man, a wise woman, who understand very well how God he made you. And you understand very well that you are made to live and die, not to live and live. And you understand very well that you have faith in God, that it doesn't matter what happened, the next is going to be good. And that will make you live happy. So the righteous lips make you happy. You know, there's a story I told before about a monk who he was dying. You know, they brought a doctor for him. The doctor went inside and he told him, the monk hardly he can, like he can talk, but you know, is dying. A very old man. So the doctor, he says to him, you are going to die in a few hours more, maximum. The monk, he smiled. He was like so happy. The doctor, he said, okay, here we go. I told him you are dying, and he is happy. So he went outside. As he said, I think your friend, he lost his mind. They said, why? He said, well, I told him that you will die in a few hours. He smiled in my face. He was so happy. I never saw somebody saying to him, I would die, and he is so happy. They said, why you don't go and ask him why he's happy? Maybe he have his own reasons. So he went inside and he said to him, you know, can you tell me why you feel so happy and so excited? You are going to die in a few hours. The monk, with his very tiny, weak voice, hardly can come from his throat, he said to him, son, I'm working all my life for this day, and now you are telling me I'm going to make it, the day I will meet my Lord. So the lips of the doctor is speaking about reality. You will die. That's it. Your journey is over. The lips of the monk have different reality, which higher level than the doctor reality. He don't understand it. He did not see death coming. He saw life coming. He did not see end is coming. He said the start is coming. He did not see violence is coming, for he is a person who was serving the Lord all his life, preparing for this day. So both they have lips, both they talk, and both they are speaking wisely. The first is a doctor, the second is a monk. The doctor delivered the news, your health is not good, you are dying. The monk, he received the news, my health is fine, I will be even better, because I'm dying. So how did death for the monk became a blessing when it is the most sad news for any one of us? If you read all and every verse of those verses in front of us, wisdom is found on the lips of him who has understanding, but a rod for the back of him who is devoid of understanding. So when we do understand our purpose, where we are going, life is different. And a life of a believer have different, let us say, ending. You see, all of us, we will die. Every one of us here is walking, talking person is going to die. Sooner or later, it's just a matter of time. It's not a choice. But the one who is wise and the one who have faith, his death is not the end. And imagine here how even your faith can help you to overcome the most, let us say, painful moment. You will leave your family, people you live all your life with them, children you have maybe, and then you are dying. That's very painful. And not only like it's happening suddenly, somebody coming to your door and say, hey, you are dying. When you are a person of faith, you know that you are going to a better place and your death will be ease. Wise people store up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. You know, always we think we have a lot of knowledge and we do not need more, and we are educated, when in fact education have nothing to do with the degree you have. There's tons of people do not know what to say and how to say things, even though they have PhD in some stuff. Actually, I notice that the most educated people are the last to be able to be in a successful way, uh, very good in socially and to convincing, even though they are educated, even maybe you are very smart, because you distance yourself in your own kingdom and you became your own galaxy, and you focus on certain kind of knowledge, and you think that knowledge is everything you need. So an engineer in software, he is just an engineer in software. If we start having a conversation with this person about spiritual thing, maybe he has zero information. He don't even know what to say about it. He don't know even how to make his wife happy to hear nice words. He don't know how to be nice to his children. He do not know how to success and earn the heart of people. So we learn how to earn money, but we don't learn how to earn hearts. So where is our wisdom? If we say right now, if you ask yourself, each one of you, how many hearts in this life you have, they will beat and feel sad or happy for something happened, good or bad to you. If you say many, that means you are successful. If you say none, that means you fail. Maybe you are successful in your business. Maybe you are successful in building a nice house, having a nice car, have a good money in the bank. But there's no single heart in the world care for you. Where is your success? None. Sometimes even your kids don't care for you. That means you fail. Maybe your kids will come to count how much money you left for them, and they will fight over it. That's another level of failure. That means you made your kids not really brothers and sisters, you made them just creatures who the cow die and now they are coming to take a piece of beef. They are like hyena. The hyena, they fight over, if you see a hyena, how they are snatching meat from the mouth of each other, they are willing to kill each other for it. This is what a human being does when money, they fight over money. So if you cannot make your family love each other, you cannot make your children love each other, you cannot find somebody to love you if something wrong happened to you and feel sorry for you and care for you, that means you have a failure. So where is your wise lips all your life? Because always those people who loves you, they loves what you say in your lips first and then what you do after. So if your lips were talking all your life, non-stop, every day, and then those lips did not provide you with people who loves you, that means your lips was not working in the right direction. The labor of the righteous lead to life. What is that labor? You know, once when I was in the army, I met with they sent me an assistant, and he's a very nice guy. He keeps saying, I need to go and do this to my parents. I need to go and do this to my parents. And this guy, he never stopped talking about going to do it. His parents are very old, so he need to take care of them. And then one day he showed me the pictures of his parents. And there's no way that those are his parents. I mean, the guy, he have a dark skin, and the parents are very blonde, red-haired people. So I did not say anything, but Obviously, those are not his real parents. But imagine how much he loved them, how much he cared for them. And later he told me he's adopted. He told me that those two people, they were tourists in South America, and they found him asleep in the street as a child. They stopped the car, they came to him, and they asked who is his parents, where we can, there's somebody responsible to talk. They went to the police. They told the police, if this person have nobody, we want to adopt him. They did all the papers they need, and they took him all the way to USA. He said, I never felt for a second that they don't love me more than my parents. And now he have nothing to say except my parents. I want to go and see my parents. He called them, are you okay? Did you take your medicine? Because they are old, they forget to take the medicine. So he called them every like hour or so to call them, to remind them. I mean, imagine how much painful. And they have no kids. He is the only one. So here the lips of the wise man and the wise women who told the taxi driver, stop. They rescue a child, but the fact they rescue themselves. It was an order to stop to the taxi driver to rescue the child, but the fact, if they can see the future, they will see that they made the best decision ever in their life. And you know, then you say to yourself, if parents who have no kids were able to have to be parents, and they are so successful to the point, this child, he loved them more than anything in this earth. Why people who have real children from their own blood, they can't be successful with them? How those parents who have nothing to do with this child, they were able to make him in love with them. And yet you, who have children from your blood, a child who carry in your womb, then you do not know how to make him love you and worry about you and care. That is a failure. So what we want to, or we need to do, is to correct our direction from time to time. We look around us and we see, what is going wrong? Why my child is not like that child who was adopted? Yet he loved his parents way more than my child, he cared for me. You need always to check, like let us say, you're driving in the long distance, and then you need to check your tires from time to time, check the engine from time to time to see if it's overheated before it's explode. You don't wait until the smoke coming from the engine and then you say, oh, okay, now I'm gonna fix it. That's it, the engine is burned. So always you need to stop and see how successful I am, what I accomplish, regardless what the topic is. It might be about a child you have, it might be about a spouse you have, a wife you have, a parent you know. Why I don't care for my parents? Why? What's wrong with me? Because if I don't care to my parents, there's something wrong. Maybe wrong about me and them, both of us. And if this has happened to me with my parents, how I can avoid it to happen to me with my children? Do I really want a child who don't care for me? If this is the case, why I want to have a child? just to come in my funeral day and, you know, he check how much money he left for him? Always, always remember that wise is not, or being wise is not just a statement, it's an act. It's not just lips moving, it is things you do. And this is how I see the wise person can live and establish a good family or a good life. A wise person, he don't use bad language. For bad language you say, bad language they hear, bad language they say back to you. Thank you very much. A wise person, he look at people as if he's looking at the mirror. He see his face, so he should not do to them what he don't want them to do to him. A wise person, he will not betray, for you will be betrayed. A wise person, he will not hate, for if you hate, you are just suffering inside you. Your hate will kill you. A wise person, he forgive and let go. But learn from it. Don't make them fool you twice. A wise person, when he speak, he don't chop by his words as a knife. If somebody around you, you have a child, you have a daughter, you have a son, you have a sister, you have a friend, who they are not good looking, why you want to hurt their feeling about their look? They are children of God, and they are good looking. For you, they are not good looking. Maybe for the standard of mankind, oh, this is good looking. Good looking is something, it's a percentage about a design, or let us say, oh, the eyes, the look, the height, how much weight, etc. Those things have nothing to do with how good looking he is. For the good looking is how good looking after you will be. If you have a person who have nothing make him, let us say, handsome or good looking as the standard of a human being, but he is so good to you, how good looking he is to see him. How good to see a person who come to you, drive his car just to give you some medicine, or to care or do shopping for you, or to check if you are sick or not. Who care about overweight and how tall, how short they are? All those good looking people, they don't care for you. There's one, he will care for you. That is the most beautiful person, regardless how they look like. Sadly, these days you see people, they want to associate themselves with good looking people, and good looking in their standard. But those good looking, when something happened to you, they will dump you. They don't care. They are already satisfied with themselves. They are gods, as they believe. And this is another issue, by the way. Human being, he think when the second he think he is perfect, it's the same second he is dead. For he became selfish. He think about himself. Everything around him is to serve him. He will never be a servant. Stay away from those people. So, when we read the Bible, I see a lot of help. All of us, we hate to have instructions. You know what I mean? I mean, somebody telling you what to do. Don't do this, don't do that. Instructions. I mean, this is really bad. But not necessarily. You know, when you go in the highway, first time I drove in the highway in USA, I never drove in the state. I was new in the country, and I was a little bit driving slow in the highway. And then I start noticing that there's people, they pass by and they put their hand out of the window. And I thought they are saying hi to me. I said, like, how nice those people. And later I noticed that they are going, they are giving me a finger because I'm driving slow. And now I laugh about it. But how sad it is that if one of us is slow, we give him a finger. None of those people who are driving in the highway, he thought maybe this guy is a stranger, maybe he don't know he should go faster, maybe he is nervous, maybe he will have an accident if you go faster, Maybe he don't trust his driving. Maybe. No, everyone is thinking only about going fast. You going slow, they will give you a finger. They will not give you a hand. So first I thought they are giving me a hand. Okay, okay, thank you. And later I noticed they are giving a finger. And this is what we do to people around us who they are considered to be slow. Instead of giving them a hand, we give them a finger. We insult them, we humiliate them, we make fun of them. Very selfish of us. And this is doing something we do always, but we don't notice. Once I have like friends, and they have a friend is coming to visit them. And their house is close to the beach. So, the friend who was coming to visit, he is coming to visit, but he is not sleeping in the same house. But, I mean, he in the hotel. So we are going to the beach. And then the guy, he walked in front of us, and I was walking behind them. And the two women, they start talking, the mother and the daughter, about how the legs of this guy look like. I mean, sometimes I find a human being is very weird. I mean, what's wrong with you? He's your friend. And what his legs have to do with anything? Do you really care for his legs or the quality of this person? But this person is really nice, very helpful. They never asked him for help, and he said no. And now you are talking about how his legs look funny? I felt really disgusted. And I felt that how shallow a human being is. From all the good quality this person he have, you did not see except his funny legs. And this is how we do things always. We don't look at the quality of a person, how decent he is, how good to us. We want perfect things around us. We want a friend who have nice legs. And what does this have to do with a friendship? And what's your business? It's not even your husband. You don't like his legs? Oh, okay, don't have them. What is the conversation is about? I mean, why we are even there? Why we are even talking about his legs? Here you notice that a human being is very shallow, and he want to fill his time by gossip and stupid stories, or let us say insulting somebody, making fun of somebody. And suppose this is fun. So this is what righteous lips mean, can feed many. Those righteous lips, either they are made to insult, to humiliate, or to help, to build, or to destroy. Read with me this sentence, which I find amazing. Whoever hide hatred has lying lips. Isn't it true? Isn't it true? Whoever hide hatred, like those who practice taqiyya, right? They come to you, they say, we are friends, they give you a hug, but maybe they hate you. They wish that you will die tomorrow. They did not say in their lips, they did not say anything, but they have lying lips. For their lips say something and their heart wants something else. I advise you, all of you, to read this chapter. It's really beautiful. It can help you. It can be a very nice guideline for you to avoid bad people and to live as a good person. It's going to help you to examine yourself. Are you one of those people? If yes, you need to correct yourself. Because we might be one of them. I mean, those are people around us. And Maybe one of us is one of those. Does that mean you're bad? Well, depend if you want to correct or you like it. If I'm a person who is going to correct myself from being bad, that's mean I am not a bad person. I'm working in it. This is why the Lord, He gave us a chance, an opportunity to be forgiven. Otherwise, if we do bad once, that's it. We are done. A person who spread slander is a fool. For many reasons. This slander will arrive to the person which you are talking about. And those who listen to your slander and spread it around, they are fool like you, because they will slander each other. Which means we are in a very corrupt society, if this is what we do. And everybody is gossiping, speaking against somebody else. This is the joy of this society. He said, she said. And here you come to the labor. The labor of the righteous lead to life. Here, this is a life, can be life hereafter and life now. For nobody can judge you for the bad you do. Even those who hate you. Inside them, they knew you are a person of good. The wages of wicked is sin and death. And you will be remembered for the wickedness you do, not for the good you did. The lips and the tongue. Very interesting. The tongue of the righteous is the same as a pure silver, clear silver, expensive one. And the heart of the wicked, worth nothing. For your lips to speak for your heart. I find it really important that we review our life from time to time. And if you don't mind, if you like, it's for sure this is an option you agree with or not. I'm here just to share my heart with you. If you don't mind, read this chapter. Go over every one of those verses. It's like, you know, when you have a list and you make a checkpoint, which one is me? Am I the one with the wicked lips? Am I the one with hatred? Whoever hide hatred has lying lips. Shall I put the sign like this? This is me? Or I should say X? No, not me. And if it's me, what I should do? Am I the one who spread slander against people? Or it's not me? And if it's me, what I should do? Check them one by one. Check your engine, as we say. Let us see if your engine is healthy. If your engine is good to go for a long trip. If your engine will deliver you to the end of the road, which is heaven. Or maybe your engine will deliver you to hell. You need to check your engine. your direction. The blessing of the Lord makes one rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Someone asking Jesus the Messiah is God, how to control our emotion. First of all, there is a difference between controlling your emotion and controlling your action. You do not need to control your emotion. I mean, emotion are inside you, you like it or not. But if your emotion will go and be an action reflecting that emotion, then we can be having a problem. Like me, myself, I hate to speak to a person. You start talking, let us say, we try to discuss something, and then the person start crying. How we can continue? And what we are going to accomplish from a crying? So emotion is something inside you, and it's not really a subject of control. The subject of control is your action, which can be moved by the emotion. So you need to control your action, not your emotion. Your emotion is emotion. It's like let us say you love somebody. What you can do about it, you love the person, that's it. You cannot control the emotion, but you can control the action. Let us say there is something you saw is not right. That move your emotion. You saw maybe a woman, she is shouting at her son. You don't like that. Make you upset. But you should control your action. You cannot just get involved. She's his mother. She have right, you don't. And maybe she's wrong. So if you don't control your emotion, your action, your emotion can be disturbing. And not necessarily always they are right. They can be wrong. So we have to separate between what we need really to control. What need to be controlled is the action, not emotion. And most the emotion, nobody can control them really, because this is who you are. You are made in such a way. Some people, they are very emotional, some people are not. You go in many countries, like you go to Mexico, you go to Philippines, they are watching a drama TV, everybody is crying. And why they are crying, okay, I don't know. We are human, we have emotion. So a scene in TV, which we know it's fake. We knew it's fake. We know those are actors. And then those actors are so good to the point they make you cry. Nothing wrong with the crying. But it's not really healthy to cry for a reason which is fabricated anyway. It's just an act. It's not I'm not crying for a real story happen in front of me. Like I saw a poor person being killed or a woman being raped. It's an act. So there is emotion, they move in the wrong place. And sometimes you have no control of them because you are an emotional person. This is how you are made. But you can train yourself to, let us say, train those emotions to make them move only when it is something real, something need to be moved. Emotion is a blessing, is a gift from God, is not something bad. We are not machines. Like when the mother, she hugged her child, that is emotion. It's a blessing from God. It's a gift that the mother should do anything to save her child. So this is not what we need to control. What we need to control is an action which should not, or it does not fit with the emotion. It's not the right time or right even place. I don't know if I answered you. What do you think about having tattoo in your body? Some said it's sin, some said it's not. Some said it's written. Let us put the question on the screen. You see, always when you ask a question, so let us say you have a question in your life and you want an answer for it. Like now, this. What do you think about having a tattoo on your body? First of all, why you want to have a tattoo on your body? This is the first question. Am I a car? Am I a wall? Am I a book? Did God create me with tattoo? Why and what that will add to me? Excuse me. You know what I mean? If I add a tattoo to my body, what that will do? Is that going to make me smarter, wiser, nicer, useful, helpful? What is that? You need to ask yourself a question. What make you have a desire for such a thing? Which I find it weird. With my respect to everybody. Why you want to have it? God gave you a gift. You know, your body is like a car you lease. When you deliver it back, they will check every scratch in it. They will say, oh here, you have to pay for this, you have to pay for that. Yeah, this is what will happen to you. This is not your body. This body will be delivered back. Why you wanna make scratches on it? And what's wrong? What those tattoos will do to me? I will be marked like a cow. Even if you ask a cow, if she can talk, do you like to put tattoo on you? She would say, oh, no. So why you want to do that to yourself? Is it true that we have an angel in the right shoulder and the devil in the left? My friend, God is with us wherever we go. Angels is symbolic for the care of God. So Jesus said, every two of you will be speaking on me, about me, or mentioning my name, I will be between them. So our first angel is the Lord Messiah himself. So those things are symbolic for the care of God, that he is with us, he present with us. The present of God. It's not about present of an angel, it's about present of God. And he is in the right, he's in the left. This is symbolic, that God is always in the right, the wrong is in the left. And it's amazing. Left are left. That's why they call him left. So anyway, going back to the tattoo thing, which I find very wrong decision to make. And for sure, this is something personal. And so this is not my opinion. You don't have to accept it. I mean, I'm not calling you, I'm not saying you are bad, or, you know, this is it's up to you. But I'm saying, I will never do that to my body. It doesn't make sense. There's no reason. Everything you have to ask for yourself the reason, what I will accomplish. You see, I go live on air. Okay, now I'm talking to you, spending all this time, what I will accomplish. I will accomplish a lot. We help people in many things. And actually, I help myself too. Because sometimes I learn from you, and you learn from me. So we help each other. Having a tattoo in my skin will do what? It's going to help who? What is the tattoo of the cross in Jesus' face? There is no such a thing. There is nothing called tattoo in Jesus. You mean, what is if the tattoo, the cross? So what if it's a cross? Why you want to put tattoo there? You see, the symbolic will not change the thing. If it's a cross or not, that will not make it still either good. Again, the reason, what the tattoo will do to Jesus. Let us say you want to put a cross on your shoulder. What that cross will do to Jesus. Is that what Jesus says to you? Jesus told you to feed the poor, to care for the needy. I was a stranger, you took me in. I was hungry, you gave me food. I was, sick, you visited me. You don't want your tattoo. You know what I mean? The money you want to spend for the tattoo, go and give it to somebody. You have no sandwich to eat. You have extra money for tattoo? Okay, here we go. You will have a tattoo.
That is going to be a tattoo written in the book of life for you. The Lord will remember one day, he said, I was. And then the disciple, they said, well, how you were hungry and we feeded you? We never did that to you. He says, when you do it to my brothers, you do it to me. This is your tattoo, my friend. This is the best tattoo you can get. Your help is going to be written in the book of life. This is who you are. This is your fruit. The Messiah, he said, from their fruit they shall know them. Is that the tattoo? No. That is not the tattoo. I guarantee you that. And not only that, you make those tattoo, later you change your mind. You don't like it no more. What will happen? You know, once I saw a guy, he have like, you know, we were in the beach, and he have like, man, God, this guy, he have like a yellow pages in his, he have names of girlfriends. Here he have G, there he have whatever. He, you know, so what is, you know, what is this? He said, oh, this is my ex-girlfriend, etc., and this is my ex-girlfriend, etc., and this is my, his body is yellow pages. So each time he sleep with the girl, he write his name in his skin. How stupid, and he looks so weird. And now she is not his girlfriend, so he don't want her no more. But he cannot take the tattoo off. He get rid of the girl, but her name is written in his skin forever. Have fun. You go in the mirror. Okay, this is the woman, she cheated on me. So we will go in the mirror, I see her name in my chest. Have fun. Or this is the guy who cheated on you. And you put his name in your skin. I mean, well, you have to be smart. You have to be smart. You know, everything is about being smart and logical. The first question you ask yourself when you want to do something, why I should do it. Is that fair? Body person. Well, if it's an ear, no problem, but not for male. I mean, why the male want to put earring? I don't understand. Again, this is my personal opinion, you know. But, you know, like in some traditions, some countries, having earring for men is tradition before Christianity. I understand. But why a man want to put earring? I don't understand. I want to be pretty. I'm not sure what does that mean. You know what I mean? Like in the Middle East, we have obsession with men wearing rings. They love to wear big rings. And actually, me, when I was like in my 20, like 19, 20, I used to have, actually, I still have the ring until now, but I never wear it. Why I want to decorate myself with those things? First, I am a male, not a female. Secondly, those things will add nothing to me as a value. But usually they wear those expensive rings. The man, he wear expensive rings, expensive watches to show his wealth. It's like a trap to tempt the women. A woman who can be tempted by money, not by love. Women, they put makeup. They put jewelries. Some of them to show off. Some of them they think to make them more pretty. Some of them they do it because they don't know why. And some of them they became obsessed with this lifestyle. So we spend hours in front of the mirror and doing what? Doing something we will spend an hour at the end of the night to wash. I don't know. For me, I find it very weird. I mean, you spend hours to put it in your face, and then you spend hours to take it from your face. And then between, what happened? We know that your eyelashes is fake. We know that your lips colors is not true. We know that your skin is painted by paint. We knew your hair color is not right. It's not your hair. So, I mean, what is this is about? I don't know. For me, I don't really. This is my opinion. Again, I'm not saying don't do it, or this is your. For me, I see there's no point of it. How many hours if you are a female, you spend every day wasting from your life? Do you know that how short life is? Let's make a little calculation. And again, this is my personal opinion. I'm not saying that a person who do this Having makeup doesn't make you a good woman. This is not what I'm saying. But I'm a person who like to do things for a reason. So if we say you spend only 1 hour, some women, they spend way more, a day, 1 hour a day, 360 hours a year. You wasted 15 days in 1 year on nothing. Literally. 15 days, I just, calculated. 1 hour, 360 days. Not 65. I said make it 60. All right? 15 days, if we take from those 15 days that you will sleep at least 8 hours, that's mean they are more than 20 days. For what? For makeup. How many things I can do in 15 days? I can go to the Himalaya. Simply you are extending your life by using the time which you are wasting in nothing. Again, this is my personal opinion. It's up to you. Here you spend a lot of money. I mean, how much money you spend? A lot of money. So add to the 15 days, maybe another 30 days, or maybe even 60 days, depending how much you spend on this makeup, of work of your life wasted to buy the makeup. So what we have 3 months of our life every year is gone just for the makeup, between making the money to buy the makeup and putting the makeup and washing the makeup. And trust me, if a man don't like you for the way you look like, he will never like you. In the Middle East, women, they have something, I don't know what they call it in English. I don't know if it's very harmful actually. It makes the woman's skin so smooth like a baby. But it's very bad. So a woman, she start putting makeup, let us say you are young, like you are, let us say 15, they start using it. And then when she is 30, she would look like she is 60. The makeup, which is made locally, using very tough material in the skin, poison the skin, create wrinkles as scary. And then the more you put this makeup, the more you need to add more in the future to cover the more wrinkles you have. It's going to straighten your skin, will make it really smooth. If you look at the faces, you will think those guys are coming from different galaxy. All of them in the Middle East, most of them, they use this makeup. You look at the face, this face is not normal. It's so smooth, it's like she's born baby. But the second they wash it, you will see something scary. Mercury exists. Like there's many materials exist inside it. It's called zinc. I don't know what zinc in English. Zinc. I'm not sure what the word is. Maybe the same word. I don't know. So very damaging material you put in your face. Your skin cannot breathe. You spend a lot of money from your hard labor, hard work, from your life. To do what? I don't know. Again, this is personal opinion. You don't have to listen to me. You ask me, I give the answer. Yeah, zinc. I think zinc, yeah. Yeah. They call it bayad, which means whitening. It makes your face so white and your skin so smooth. But it's very aggressive. It destroys you. So if you use it for 10 years, after 10 years, you earn 20 years more of age as a look. How if son religion and parents religion different, that make them hate each other? Please enlighten me. My friend, hate always is from the devil. So when you are suffering from hate, first you start from yourself. If you are the person who hate the other person, that's not good, regardless if he's your son or not. Hate is ugly. Hate is bad. Hate is rejected. And actually, even the Bible we did read, they are saying the same. Whoever hide hatred has lying lips. But what if you don't hide it? Still you are bad. So if you have a person who is from different religion and his religion is teaching him to hate, you try to advise him, show him that hatred is wrong, your best. But if not, he's not convinced, stay away from this person. So what if he's your son or he's your family? You see, there's nothing called real family except those real ones who care for me and who love me. That is real family. Real family is not someone is born of you or someone is born from your blood. Real family is someone, when you cry, he is there for you. When you are happy, he will be with you too. So don't focus too much in the real family as you consider it real family, for the real family is not really your son, maybe. Actually, sometimes children can be turned the worst enemy to their parents. And as we said from the beginning, this is how things start to be wrong, because we are not doing things in the right way. How the son turned to be from different religion? That's mean I did not do something wrong. Right. Anyway, again, when I share things with you, the foolish me trying to advise the wise you. Take it this way. Maybe you are, maybe you are the smart person. I am not. But I say what I believe is right according to my understanding. Any other question? Thank you for all those who support us. As you know, YouTube, they forbid us from taking donation in the other channel. And I don't come here really much, because our target really is to fight for the truth. And if there's no reason for me to come here, I will not really. I did not come here for maybe 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks already. But here is the only place in YouTube you can make a donation. So we appreciate your support. You mean if I have my parents don't love me, I should leave my parents? You see, if they don't love you, they already left you. You did not leave them. You are casted already by them. So you are asking a question which is not right. Are you saying that if my parents, let me put your question on the screen. You mean if my parents don't love me, then I should leave them? I believe he's saying leave my parents. First of all, the Bible orders you to take care of your parents. And you should be loving your parents. However, if my parents don't love me, they left me already, they cast me. So I'm rejected from them, and my existence with them will not be useful for them, neither useful for me. You cannot force people to love you, right? You can work in it. You can try to make them loving you, right? My friend, regardless what the Bible says about tattoo, I gave you my reasoning. You see, when we speak here, there's people who they are Christians, there's people who they are not, there's people who they are Hindus, whatever. Tattoo have nothing to do with God. And yes, the Bible speak about it too. But maybe not in really very much direct way, right? So tattoo is not right for many reasons. And even if you don't believe in God, today you put it here, tomorrow you wish to take it off. It's going to be very expensive surgery to take it off. And mostly you will leave marks in your skin forever. So what this tattoo is about? Ask yourself the very simple question: what this tattoo would do to me? What is the benefit? There's no need to debate about it if it's religious or not. You see, we try always to be logical. What I am doing and for what? You know what I mean? Like once I was sitting in a coffee shop, and there is a bunch of guys. Each one of them is talking about his watch. I don't wear really watch, but when I want to go like to swim, etc., sometimes I take a watch, like if somebody want to pick me up, etc., especially when I am overseas. So I have a watch from Walmart. $10, I think $7 was, I don't know, I forgot the price. So each one of them, he is talking about his watch. The conversation became about watches. And then they look at me and says, what kind of watch are you wearing? I said, $10 from Walmart. They start laughing. But my watch did better than the guy who was bragging about his watch when we went in the water. We went out from the water, and the guy, his watch is stopped working, full of water. My watch from Walmart for $10 worked for many years. Actually, did not even stop. The thing around your wrist broke after many years. $10. So we need to ask ourselves, do you need a watch to watch the time? Or you need a watch to watch how much wealthy you are to show off? You know what I mean? When you buy the watch, you buy it for what reason, really? If you are buying the watch to show off, that's meaning you are not really wearing a watch. You are wearing a show-off things. Otherwise, why I want to spend 1,000 or 5,000, some watches for maybe 20,000? Why you want to spend, even if you are rich, who care? And if you have such a watch in your hand, I'm not going to respect you really. Actually, you are a bad person. With my respect to everybody. Because you are so selfish to put in your hand something not necessarily for $20,000 when those can educate 10 children in India. You know what I mean? So if you are trying to show me that you are a good person, you did not. You did show me that you are a person who like to show your worth because you find there is something missing about you. You see, always those people who want to show off, they are not self-confident, and they try by showing off get that confidence about themselves. Like you see, someone is poor, but she want to buy a purse for $1,000. But this is a salary of 2 months of you, maybe 3 months. Why you want to do that? She want to show off. She want to go between her friends and say, look at the bag I have. And when she is coming back home because she don't have her own car, she's a poor woman, somebody snatched the bag from the train and maybe get killed for the sake of a bag which is empty, have no money in it. Because they thought this bag must be full of money. It's an expensive bag. There's no way the person who carry it is poor. You might get killed because of a watch. Why you want to wear it? Here we speak about the wise man. The wise man, you're going overseas in an area full of poor people and you wear a watch, a Rolex, whatever, costs thousands of dollars. Those people, they don't make an income for 1,000 even in a year. And then you walk with them wearing those watches and those jewelries. What will happen to you next? You get killed. This is why, my friend, we speak about the wise man. The wise man, the wise women, they do things for a reason. You have to check the reason before you do them. Otherwise, you're a fool. I have, you know, the jeans I got, one is for $14. The other one I got, I think, for $10. I have 2 jeans. When I went to Germany, my jeans, you know, look like I sit in a chair, have acid or something, so it's like damaged. So I start looking for a jeans, and the jeans like 170 euro, 110 euro. So what is that, man? 110 euros for a jeans? You get in America for $10 from Walmart. It's a jeans. So you spend too much money on what? Just you want to show. Nobody will look at your brand, by the way. You are a fool. Who care about your brand? It's you who see it only, because you are the one who spend the money on it and you suffer for it. So mostly people don't see what you are wearing, but you think that everybody is focusing in your shoes, in your jeans, in the watch you have, in the ring you have, because you're a fool. You're a fool to the point you take your money, you give it to somebody who did not work for it. We mentioned this before, you know. Let us show you. To show you the madness of a human being. The madness, literally, the madness of a human being. The most expensive brand bags in the world. Mawad 1001 Night Diamond Purse. 3.8 million. A purse. Somebody is paying 3.8 millions for a bag. Hermes key rose gold, 2 million. Breaking bag, this breaking will break my back. By Jinza Tanaka. I mean, this Jinza Tanaka is smart. He made you pay 1.4 million to get you a piece of a plastic or even leather. Did not even cost him $100. You know, foolishness is amazing. Isn't it? And if you see it in the street, you what this? Oh, why I want to pay this money for this one? You just convince me. How in the world I'm convinced that if I buy this purse, I'm doing something really good? So don't be a fool. Do what is right. I have a fan here next to me. I bought it from Amazon. I think I bought it for $20, maybe something. It's very nice. Guys, do you hear the sound? I don't have it facing me, which make me sweat really, because if I make it face me, it's going to hit the microphone, the ear. But it's quiet, isn't it? You hear nothing. Very cheap. But there is very expensive ones. So you see, our channel name is The Quality of Life. The quality of life is not about how expensive, it's about how good. And usually people think things are cheap for they are bad. And this is a great example when we speak about Jesus. Christ, he died for me. I did not even spread one of my blood for it. He did. I get it for free. So very cheap. Free. But the fact is not really cheap. He gave you his blood for you. But because he gave it for free, you reject it. We want expensive stuff. We value only expensive stuff. You know, I have one of you is a very nice person. He supported me in donation. He was maybe one of the first who made donation to support my mission. This person, he always support me, and he translated one of my books. And I said to him, I'm going to give it for free. He said, Christian, trust me. I know my people. They will not appreciate your book if it's for free. They will think it's a piece of garbage. So what, don't you think we should give it for free? He said, I'm telling you, they will not even read it for free. Sadly, this is how a human being, they think. If it's for free, it must be bad. Otherwise, why it's for free? Same for anything else. Most of the product you buy from Walmart are the same product. They are exist in the brand stores. All of them, they are made in China. They have the same manufacturer. All of them. The same machine, and mostly even the same material, but the price is different. So you have to be smart. You have to be vigilant. And if you are a fool, that's your business. Go buy expensive purse. Go. Have fun. Spend your life buying things which you would not even take with you nowhere. And what it is, a piece of, and not only that, a purse like this will cause you to be killed. Have fun with that. Yeah, I understand, Henry. Uh, Bible and science want to call you. Well, I suppose to take calls, but we will do another. I will go live on air, maybe later tonight again in our page here to take just phone calls from people want to call. Night will be here, like will be morning for those people in Asia. I'll try to go live on air again, and we can take calls. When did head covering started for women? Head covering have nothing to do with many people, they have wrong understanding of head covering, because if you live in the old days, man he put head covering, not only women, for it was necessity, for the road are dirt, the dust is everywhere, especially if you live in the desert area where little wind can make a lot of sand in your face. So head covering was not for the purpose that a woman she should be covered, for she is a woman. No, it was like the mask of Corona today. It was something for necessity. If Corona go, the mask will go. You understand me? Me myself, I don't have those pictures. I have pictures of me wearing the Arabian scarf. You know the Arabian scarf, the one you put around your head. Yeah. Why? Because in the desert, I go in the desert hunting. I have to wear it. It is the best to cover your face. It protects you from the heat. Maybe you think by putting it you will get more hot. The fact, no, because the air outside is way more hot than what the heat of your skin. So you don't wear it because it is like you have to wear it because it's you are from certain gender, you have to wear. No, this is a protection from the element of the weather. And the women, they do the same. No, actually, I don't have pictures. Most of my pictures are gone. I don't have them no more. And I don't take pictures of me too much, really. Very few. Show the scarf. Yeah, this is the same one the terrorists they use, when you see a terrorist. We call it schmach. Here we go. Let us show you. Let us show you this. Okay, this guy looked like me actually. Here we go. All right. Do you see how it is? Now, for sure, you don't need to wear the things in the top. The things in the top is just to make it fix if you have it open. You have it like going down as this guy is in the screen doing. So this is something just to weight down your scarf. But it's not really unnecessarily to wear it. Yeah, this is me before makeup. Okay. Uh, CP, don't think it started when angels were dropped from heaven. My friend, if you want to bring everything into religion, the Bible is full of stories, and those stories, 99.9% of them are metaphorical about things. So people, they take what is symbolic and make it literally. As an example, in the Bible, it says that he thought that this woman, she is a prostitute because she was covering herself. So obviously at that time, women who cover themselves very well, they hide, they wear a burqa, they were doing prostitution business. So it started when it's needed. The human being, he dress as he need. If you are a person who live in the jungle in Brazil, people, they used to be naked. Why? Because it's hot. Hot and the humid and out of water. They swim. But if you live in the desert, there's no water. Showing skin does not help you. So the needs of a human being is where his clothes made and designed, nothing else. Like when the Bible speak about the cover of the women is her hair. The cover of the women is her hair. What does that mean? Did she get hair later? No. She's born with it. It's speaking about that always through time and their time, when somebody, you know, get humiliated, like you became a prisoner of war, they shave your head. So a woman with long hair, it's mean a woman, she is preserved with honor. But you can take it literally if you want, that the hair is her cover. But it's not really literally, it's about metaphorically, that the cover of the woman is her glory, is her hair, which is preserved. All right? So, are we good today? Any other question? We can make a topic about those things, any video about Jesus' incarnation, no problem. But you know, I believe that such a topic, I mean, many people they spoke about it already. You know, I try always to speak about topics which can help us to, you know, to discover more things. Um, but angels, they saw the hair from the top. Yeah, you see, this is your understanding. Always any text you see from the Bible, you can make it flexible for your direction in the way you want to see it if you want. But obviously, covering is not about women should be covered. It's about preserving yourself. It's like circumcision. The Bible speaks about the circumcision of the heart. Do you really circumcise your heart? No. Jesus said, drink this is my blood and this is my body. Is it really a blood? No. Is it really his body? No, it's bread. So you can do the same for anything. You can make it literally. But is it? No. So women cover is her righteous decency. A woman, she is covered by a burqa, but she have no decency. She is not decent still. And you know, sadly, most of people, they focus in things which is not really important, like covering. Is it really what make people good? Is their covering? Is it true? We can make a special like a broadcast about your question one, but the answer is very simple. The cover of the women is her hair. I just explained. When a woman she get captured in war, they shave her head, which means she is humiliated. She will not look good. So God, he gave the women. A covering, natural covering. That is her hair. If we open the verse, let us do that. You know, I don't know why people sometimes sometimes we do the same as Muslims, you know? Like we try to make a story out of nothing. And we focus in things which is not really important. Seriously. If a woman, she cover her hair or she don't cover her hair, does that make her bad? No. The answer is very simple. So what we are focusing about? Nothing. It's like somebody want to waste his time. When the Bible mentioned that the cover of the woman is her hair, speaking about a woman preserved, glorified, God, he gave her a beauty, and her hair is a gift from God as a covering. But people, they want to talk about the cover, a piece of a clothes. It's a piece of a clothes. Since when a piece of a clothes will make us decent? You see, Adam, he saw himself naked after he committed sin, not before. So it's your sin who make you go after things which is nothing. Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Because we are sinners, and because we see things as sinners, we focus in sinner stuff. So now decency is a woman, she is wearing a scarf. So if your mom, she don't wear a scarf, she is a whore? What kind of a logic that logic is? The Messiah said, from their fruit you shall know them, not from their clothes. Now, does it mean that the women should go and wear nothing? No, this is not decent. But people, they focus always, like a person, he have a banana in his hand. You want the peel of the skin of the banana or the banana? They focus in the skin, not in the banana. So please be smart and don't be silly and don't ask questions like the silly ones. The covering, the covering, the covering. Since when? The Bible speaks about women wearing decent clothes. And decent clothes, it is something fit with the time you are alive. You see, if I go in the middle of the jungle of Brazil, are they wearing decent clothes? According to my tradition, no. Nothing decent about those clothes. But yes, they are wearing decent clothes. For them. Nobody see any shame on it. So shame is what you do and how you do it. And always, you know, we try to make what is our tradition the tradition of everybody. So we want everybody to be like us. And we are the one who will decide what people wear and how they dress it. Like the terrorists, they do. Be smart, be intelligent, don't be naive and shallow. You know, the Jews, they used to judge people by what they eat. They exactly like many people now. Oh, this is you know, you cannot do that, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. So they became people of rituals, not a belief. Rituals. You have to do rituals. As many people, they today, you know, they have to create their own fantasy, and they think that this is the way, the style of life to be. In the year, just to show you the delusionate of a human being, how it works. If you convince yourself of something, you are that thing. So if you convince yourself that somebody can, you know, he can read for you your future, that means he can read your future. That's it. You're convinced. But did you ask yourself, the person who read the future for you, can he? Why he don't buy the lotto? Why he open an office to charge me $50 to read my hand if he knew the future, what about he go and buy the winning number for the lotto? Stupidity is amazing. So don't be silly, focus on stupid things. Don't go there. That will make you the same as many other cults who focus in silly stuff, but the important is beyond. Decency, suddenly, it's about women clothing, not about the women being good. So if we see a woman wearing short skirt, she must be a bad woman. We start cursing her maybe, huh? No. Maybe this is her tradition. Maybe this is the country she's coming from. This is what they wear. But maybe she is the most wonderful person in the same time. Now, there's a clothes. I believe it's not decent. Still, you can tell, right? There's clothes is where to be clothes, and there's a clothes is where to be nothing. So if you are wearing clothes which is nothing, obviously you are not. You are trying to get the attention to see your skin. You are trying to show off. We spoke about showing off. The same as the man who wear a watch to show off is the same as a woman showing her skin to show off. Both are the same. So if your nakedness is to show off, if we can call it nakedness, that means you are a bad person. If your nakedness is to swim, that means you are not a bad person. Like a woman, she wear a swimming suit. Well, this is nakedness. How come none of you get angry from that? So you focus over silly stuff. She's wearing things in her head, not. But you don't mind that your wife she go in the pool or in the ocean wearing a swimming suit. See the double standard? So you spend an hour talking about headcraft, but your wife should go in the swimming pool wearing a swimming suit. 70% of her body is shown off. Even some of them, 99% of the body is shown off. I don't know even if we can call it a swimming suit. The swimming suit, they can cover only an ant. So don't be silly and don't be don't be shallow, naive, and focus on silly stuff. For the silly the more silly stuff you focus in, the more silly you are. This is my opinion. For sure, it's up to you to accept or to reject. All right. We have always to be smart, and we have to be vigilant, and we should not be controlled by ideas of others about who is decent, who is not. The Bible speaks clearly, from their fruit you shall know them. A woman who is officially a prostitute, did Jesus forgive her? People, did Jesus forgive a woman? She is doing prostitution. She is doing adultery. Yes, he did. So you are now the same as the Jews who chase a woman for she is not covering, but they don't chase the man who slept with her. Where is the man? How come they were able to find the women, but the guy who was with her is not there? Hypocrites. He said, oh, cast your stone. Oh, go ahead. You want to cast stones? This is who we are. We are people who like to cast stones. We judge them. We stone them. We kill them. When in fact, we are more sinners than them. Don't be like that, my friend. Be smarter. All right? Intelligence is a gift. God, he gave us a brain. Some of us, we decide to use it. Some of us, we decide to abuse it. Some of us decide to lose it. Which one is you? Choose one. Like in some cultures, there's some stuff which is I find very interesting. Like people wearing masks of makeup. And yet they think they are really good looking. And this is what we do. For me, this is look funny. For her, it looks so beautiful. For her people, they do that for centuries. They never saw something wrong in it. For me, it looked really weird. So Before you judge the person who you think it's weird, he is weird, understand the culture, understand where he's coming from, understand the background, understand where, how they grow, where they grow, and then you can study the case before you make a judgment. Don't be a judge who hold the hammer and hit with his hammer instead of the table he hit in the head. The hammer with the judge is not really to hammer you with it. He hit the table to everybody to be quiet. He's not going to hit the prisoner or the one who is under the accusation. What we do usually, we use the hammer, we hit in the head before we study the case. Don't be like that. Anyway, I want to say thank you, all of you. I want to say thank you for all those who made the donation. Really, we appreciate your support. May the Lord bless you all. And feel free to subscribe to our Patreon too if you like to continue supporting us in what we do. And until I say again, until we see you again, I hope I will try to go live again today, and we can maybe receive some calls if I can. I can't promise, really. I have many things to do, but if I can, I will go live on air again. You will see it posted in Patreon, if that is scheduled to happen. And until we see you soon again, I say may the Lord bless you. May the Lord save us. May the Lord make us use the gift He gave us, which is our brain, which most of us we don't want to use for some reason. I pray that all of us, we enjoy that gift for good, to help others, to be good to others, not to harm others. I pray that we correct our lifestyle, we correct our behavior. I pray that when we see that wrong is wrong, we reject it. And when we see that good is good, we do it. I pray that all of you will be called to be ambassador and servant of the Lord, not just a living creature who eat and sleep. All of you to be something useful, something to be remembered with. Time go fast. Yesterday I was a kid, today I'm not. And maybe tomorrow I will be dead. But there's one thing you will be remembered with, is what you did, not what you own, not what you earned, what you did. From their fruit you shall know them. Many Christians, they say, oh, our fruits don't save us. Yes, the Bible says you are saved by your faith, but the Bible says too, faith without fruits is dead faith. So don't be naive. Faith without fruits is a dead faith. That is the Bible, not me. Which means if you are a person who believe in Jesus, in Christ, in the good of God, and you don't do the good of God, that means you have nothing to do with Him. From their fruit you shall know them. I mean, how easy, how simple it is. Do we need to explain it? From their fruit, my friend. Talk is cheap, but doesn't feed the poor, doesn't help the needy, doesn't help anything. Talk is good when talk take action. Do action. Otherwise, save your tongue. Nobody needs your words if they are not useful. Talk can be very useful to correct somebody, to guide him. If you want to speak foolishness, keep your mouth shut. For nobody needs your foolishness. So I pray the Lord will guide us, will make us wise and wiser, and by His wisdom we live. The Bible says not by the bread only everyone live, but the word of God. So let the word of God make us live better, survive better, be wiser. And I encourage you, all of you, to read the chapter we were reading today and make a check mark for everything happened there in those verses. Check who you are. Review yourself so you will know yourself better. Thank you. May the Lord bless you. Christ is Lord, and see you soon.